once again. Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the structure and function of nephron. Okay. So first of all, you come to know what is nephron. So what is nephron, beta? Nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney. क्या है nephron? Nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney. Each kidney, we have two kidneys. Today we have seen that we have two kidney, and each kidney has millions of nephron. Each kidney has million of nephron. Okay. So nephron is the structural and functional unit of kidney, and in each kidney millions of nephrons are there, means each kidney is made up of a nephron. Now see the structure of the nephron, how is it look like, and how does the neuron work, and how do formation of urine takes place. Okay, so nephron has three parts, beta. This nephron has three parts. It has three parts. The number one is called क्या? Malpighian capsule. And this Malpighian capsule is made up of two parts. It has two parts. Number one is called glomerulus. Glomerulus. And second part is called Bowman's capsule. Bowman capsule. Okay, so first part of nephron is Malpighian capsule. Second part is proximal tubule, convoluted tubule. Convoluted tubule. And this convoluted tubule again has three parts, beta. Number one is called proximal convoluted tubule. First part, proximal convoluted tubule. Second part is called Henne's loop. And third part is called distal convoluted tubule. Distal convoluted tubule. Okay. And third, this is first part, this is second part, and third part of the nephron is called a collecting duct. Collecting duct. So these are the parts of the nephron. You will remember the names of the parts of the nephron. First part is called Malpighian capsule, which comprises glomerulus and Bowman's capsule. Second part is called convoluted tubule, which is of three types. Proximal, first part, formal part is called what? Proximal convoluted tubule. Second part is called Henne's loop, then distal convoluted tubule, and last part is collecting duct. Now you see the structure of this nephron, complete nephron, where we will label these parts. Okay, so the Malpighian capsule contains Bowman's capsule. Since Bowman capsule, as the name is saying, Bowman's capsule, so this Bowman capsule is cup-like a structure. Cup-like. Okay, cup-like a structure. This cup-like a structure, beta, this is called Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule. Now, one blood vessels which bring blood to this Bowman capsule, the blood vessels which will bring blood to this Bowman capsule, here, from this blood is coming. So this part is the blood, this blood vessel is called afferent arteriole. The name of this टिब्यूल इसको क्या कहते हैं? AFFE, afferent arteriole, arteriole. So from there blood is coming. In this Bowman capsule, this afferent arteriole forms a what? Capillaries. It branch, many branches is branched together, and this network of capillaries, blood capillaries in the Bowman capsule, the name of this network of blood capillaries, this is called glomerulus. Glomerulus. What is glomerulus, beta? Network of blood capillaries. Blood capillary. नेटवर्क ऑफ ब्लड कैपिलरीज को ही क्या कहते हैं? ग्लोमेरुलस कहते हैं. So afferent arteriole bringing the blood in the Bowman capsule. In the Bowman capsule, this forms glomerulus, and in the last, it is joined together. This blood capillary is joining together, and it forms one again blood vessel here, from which blood will come out. Here you are, this arrow I have shown, so that blood is coming there, and from there blood comes out. So the name of this blood vessels which bringing the blood away, this is called kya? Efferent. The name is efferent. EFFERENT. Efferent arteriole. Okay. So afferent arteriole bringing blood to the network of capillaries, that is called glomerulus. Here filtration of blood will take place, and after that filtered blood will come out from the afferent arteriole. To remember, in the alphabet, A letter first comes, so afferent arteriole bringing the blood, and efferent arteriole bringing the blood away from this Bowman's capsule. Okay. Now the function is what, beta? In the last part, function we will explain that when the blood comes here filtration of blood takes place, and after the filtration, the filtrate comes down. So this part, first part of this tube is called this is the tubular part. So this tubular part, first tubular part, I have told you the name of this first tubular part is proximal convoluted tubule. Proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, C for convoluted and tubule, and there it forms a loop. Here it will form a loop like a structure, and this loop like a structure. First of all, it was seen by a scientist. The name of that scientist is Hennels. So this loop like a structure, here it loop like a structure. This loop is called, beta, इसी को क्या कहते हैं? Hennels loop. इसको क्या कहेंगे? Hennels loop. Because first of all, this loop was seen by scientist. The name of that scientist was Hennel. So on the name of this, it is called Hennels loop, which has two parts. This part is called descending limb, and this part is called ascending limbs. And after this loop, again the tubular part is called what? A distal convoluted tubule. This is the part of distal convoluted tubule. Distal convoluted tubule. Okay, and this distal convoluted tubule opens in the big one big duct, that is called collecting duct. So this is the this is kya hai beta? Collecting duct. Okay, collecting duct. So these are the various parts of the nephron. First part I told what? Bowman's capsule. So this structure completely forms Bowman's capsule. Malpighian capsule, which consists of two parts, Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. This cup-like a structure with a Bowman's capsule है, and in the Bowman's capsule, this network of blood capillaries को क्या कहते हैं? Glomerulus, and together it is called a Malpighian capsule. From this Malpighian capsule, tubular part of the nephron comes. So first part of the tubular part is called proximal convoluted tubule, and the middle one is called Hennels loop, and third one is called distal convoluted tubule. What is the function? I will explain in the second part, function of the nephron. And in last, this is the collecting duct. So here I have explained the structure of the nephron. Now see the function. How do formation of urine or filtration of urea takes place there? Okay. So the filtration of urea takes place, or for nephron work, function of nephron is completed in three parts. The first part, the first function is called ultrafiltration. Okay. So first you see कैसे होता है ultrafiltration. Working of nephron, you see, the work of nephron is divided into three parts. Working of nephron. So work of nephron takes place in three parts. Number one is called ultrafiltration. Ultrafiltration. Second part, second one is called reabsorption. Reabsorption. And third is called secretion.
Selective reabsorption.
So this nephron, the formation of urine takes place by this process beta. Number one is called what? Ultrafiltration. Second, reabsorption. And third one is secretion. So how do and where does this process takes place? That you see. Here you have seen that a woman's capsule is a cup-like structure. ना आप देखिए अभी this woman's capsule, one blood vessels, the blood vessels which bringing blood there, इसका नाम आपको क्या पता है? Afferent arteriole. Afferent arteriole. The name of this blood vessels is afferent arteriole. Here it will form क्या? Capillaries. And in the last it will comes out. This capillary join करके यहाँ पर आ रहा है. ठीक है? तो this is इसका नाम क्या है? Efferent arteriole. Efferent arteriole. A woman's capsule है and this is glomerulus. Okay. So you notice their wideness of these two arteriole, afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole. Lumen of afferent arteriole, this lumen, suppose we are like this and here. Lumen of arteriole, beta, this lumen of this afferent arteriole is more wider than the lumen of efferent arterioles. Okay. So when blood is coming into the glomerulus by afferent arteriole and comes out by efferent arteriole. Since the lumen of afferent arteriole is more than the efferent arteriole, so very high pressure is exerted there on the wall of the glomerulus. Due to this type of arrangement, the यहाँ पर समझ जाइए पहले अच्छे से, जो ब्लड इसके अंदर ग्लोमेरुलस में जा रहा है उसका जो ल्यूमेन है बहुत वाइड है और निकलने वाला का ल्यूमेन क्या है? बहुत ही कम है. तो इस प्रकार के अरेंजमेंट के कारण यहाँ जो ब्लड जो कैपिलरीज में जब जाएगा यहाँ से निकलने वाला का ल्यूमेन कम है. सो वेरी हाई प्रेशर इज एक्सर्टेड बाय द ब्लड on the wall of glomerulus. Okay. So due to this high pressure, here 5 things from the blood comes out. And that is called, यहाँ पर क्या निकल के आ जाएगा? Blood capillaries के wall से निकल के glomerulus में 5 things आ रहा है blood का. Number 1, some water, because in the composition of blood में that 55% parts of the blood is plasma that contains water. So water, some water from the blood that comes out through the wall of the capillaries. Second क्या आ जाएगा बेटा? Urea also comes out. Third क्या आ जाएगा? Uric acid अगर है तो uric acid भी आ जाएगा. Fourth क्या आ जाएगा? Glucose also comes out because पानी में क्या हो जाएगा? Glucose घुला हुआ रहेगा. And number 5, amino acid also comes out. Amino acid. These all things are dissolved in the water. So in dissolved form from the blood, यहाँ क्या जा रहा? Blood जा रहा. इन द ब्लड दिस यूरिया प्रेजेंट, यूरिक एसिड है सारे ब्लड में सभी जगह प्रेजेंट होता है। तो यहाँ पर जो ब्लड आ रहा है तो इतना हाई प्रेशर एक्सर्ट हो रहा है कि हाई प्रेशर के कारण ब्लड में से सपोज एक कैपिलरीज है बेटा, इसमें ब्लड जा रहा है तो ब्लड के कैपिलरीज का इसका वॉल का थिकनेस कितना होता है, ओनली वन सेल होता है, यहाँ ब्लड है तो इसके वॉल को पार करके ये 5 कंपोनेंट जो है बाहर आ जा रहा है। नंबर 1 क्या है, वाटर, सेकेंड यूरिया, यूरिक एसिड, ग्लूकोज एंड अमीनो एसिड। So here filtration of blood has taken place due to high pressure, and this filtration of blood due to high pressure इसी को क्या कहते हैं बेटा, ultra filtration. This is called filtration under pressure is called ultra filtration. समझ में आ गया? तो ये 5 चीज तो आ गया ब्लड इसमें से, और बाकी ब्लड जो इधर से निकल के चला गया, ठीक है। लेकिन ये जो 5 चीज हमारे ब्लड में से निकल के आ गया, कहाँ आ गया, इसके नीचे क्या प्रेजेंट है, टिब्यूल प्रेजेंट है। आपने देखा इस तरह से हमने रफ बना दिया है, टिब्यूल प्रेजेंट है। तो ये टिब्यूल में आ रहा है, इसके वॉल को पार करके टिब्यूल में आ रहा है। इन दिस पार्ट दिस इज कॉल्ड ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेट, जो क्षमता है इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ फिल्ट्रेशन द सम पार्ट्स रिमेन्स ऑन द फिल्टर पेपर, उसको क्या कहते हैं, रेसिड्यू, एंड द सब्सटेंस व्हिच पास आउट फ्रॉम द फिल्टर पेपर दैट इज कॉल्ड फिल्ट्रेट। सो इन दिस फिल्ट्रेट वाटर इज आल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर आवर बॉडी, glucose is also important for our body, and amino acid is also important for our body. So our body will not remove this glucose, amino acid and all water from here, because water is also we are terrestrial organism, we need to conserve the water in our body, okay, but we have to remove this waste material, urea and uric acid, okay. So as this filtrate containing water, urea, uric acid, glomerulus and Bowman's capsule passes through this tubule, proximal convoluted tubule, Channel's loop and distal convoluted tubule. As they passes through it, from this filtrate, this all the important things, some amount of water, glucose and amino acid is completely reabsorbed. So second process is क्या है बेटा, reabsorption. You understood? So reabsorption of these materials takes place in the tubular part, mainly proximal convoluted tubule, and Channel's loop में भी होता है ions वगैरह का और water का reabsorption. Okay. Now third function is secretion. So where do secretion of these substances will take place, that you see. This secretion takes place in the distal convoluted tubule, okay. From here ठीक है। सपोज दिस इज द प्रोक्सिमल पीसीटी, प्रोक्सिमल कन्व्यूलेटेड ट्यूब्यूल, ये क्या है, Channel's loop है, and this is क्या है, distal convoluted tubule, okay. So in the distal convoluted tubule, as the क्या पार्ट बच गया है, मेनली कुछ वाटर बच गया है, फुल्ली ग्लूकोज एंड अमीनो एसिड यहाँ आते आते रीअब्सॉर्ब हो गया। यहाँ तक लूप वाला पोर्शन समझिए, लूप है एंड एक प्रॉक्सिमल कन्व्यूलेटेड ट्यूब्यूल और डिस्टल कन्व्यूलेटेड ट्यूब्यूल। तो इसमें से जैसे जैसे पांचों चीज आ रहा था, वाटर, अमीनो एसिड, ग्लूकोज, यूरिया एंड यूरिक एसिड, तो ये सारा एब्सॉर्ब हो गया। ऑल ग्लूकोज इज एब्सॉर्ब, ऑल अमीनो एसिड इज एब्सॉर्ब, वाटर इज एब्सॉर्ब, ठीक है। बट वहां क्या बच गया है, यूरिया एंड यूरिक एसिड बचा हुआ है। और तो यहाँ जैसे ही यूरिया, यूरिक एसिड एंड वाटर, तीन चीज प्रेजेंट है, क्या प्रेजेंट है, यूरिया, यूरिक एसिड एंड वाटर। सो इन the cells, from the cells of this convoluted tubule, some waste material, creatinine, क्या नाम बताएं आपको, creatinine, this substance is poured there by the process of secretion in the distal convoluted tubule, okay. And from their distal convoluted tubule, the waste material comes into the collecting duct. In one collecting duct, many क्या बोलेंगे, distal convoluted tubule opens. This collecting duct open into the large duct, and finally it comes through the ureter into the bladder where it is stored. Okay. See,
Miss,
one
from
important thing
creatinine
is given.
once more.
One important thing is given that reabsorption of water. Reabsorption of water depends upon the two factors. Here, reabsorption of water depends upon the two factors. What are these two factors on which reabsorption of water takes place? That you see, reabsorption of water. Factors on which reabsorption of water, reabsorption of water take place. Number one is how much excess waste is present in the body. How much excess nitrogenous waste is to be excreted, and second, how much excess water we have, how much excess water we have, our body have. Okay, suppose the amount of nitrogenous in blood is high, then the reabsorption of water will be less here. And if the nitrogenous waste is less, then reabsorption of water will be more. Second, how much excess water is present our body have. If our body have large amount of water, then reabsorption of water will be less. Suppose we are drinking continuously, after half an hour we are drinking 1 glass water, so there is abundant of water in our body. In that condition, the reabsorption of water will be less, and most of the water will be excreted out. So in that condition, we need to urinate very soon. Okay, so these are the two factors on which the reabsorption of water takes place. Clear?